milk run starts as everyone else is thinking about the day's end and going to bed, and finishes as the smartphone alarms around the Tasman region herald the dawn's arrival. To do this job takes a special kind of tenacity and drive within the people who choose this life and the machines that must get through no matter what. Harte Transport Limited, HTL, owned by Latham and Kirsty Harte, is one of TSI's contractors in the Tasman region, TSI being the distribution arm of foodstuffs in the South Island. Like so many others, they are a clear example of the people and trucks delivering life's essentials so efficiently that what they do has become largely invisible to the public eye. How the slick HTL business came to be started on Latham's side. Born in Nelson and raised in Wakefield to the southwest, the son of local milk vendors Kevin and Lanthy Harte. I missed the era of being a runner on the milk trolleys, thankfully, laughed Latham. Those were the days before refrigeration, when wet blankets and buckets of water kept the milk in the back of the truck cool. Because I didn't have any university ambitions, I left school at the end of the sixth form. The folks had just bought out another vendor, so there was plenty of work in the family business. The first truck I drove on my own was our old Daihatsu Delta with a 5-speed gearbox, explained Latham. It was the late 2000s where a good mate of Latham's told him he had his wires crossed regarding a chatty, cheeky, demanding gal named Kirsty who worked at the Sprig and Fern Bar in Brightwater. Where Latham had previously thought Kirsty was with someone else and out of bounds, his good mate informed him that he should pursue the fair maiden at the bar. As they say, the rest is history, and with one thing leading to another, they were wed in 2013. It was in 2014 where Latham and Kirsty bought the business off Kevin and Lanthy, and in the face of unease over the direction the existing major client was taking their business, they decided to try and rectify the issue of too many eggs being in one basket. Their accountant was also a business advisor, and in Latham's words, he started teaching us how to do things properly, recommending a business plan and that a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats analysis be done. Together the pair did exactly that. Diversification was at the top of the list. Using their plant and skills, they had to broaden their revenue base. Having worked in the hospitality industry, Kirsty understood just how important it was for customers to get what they need when they need it. Also, and there was a personal dream of Latham's to run and operate a line haul unit. They both knew they had a lot to offer, but the work they'd been doing was not the direction that they wanted to head in. So to move forward, closing the door firmly on what the Hartes had known was the first big step. It was then through discussions with TSI Logistics that the opportunity to expand under their umbrella as one of the contractors running daily foodstuffs distribution into the Nelson Tasman area came their way, and was exactly what Kirsty and Latham had been looking for. Finally, it was time to place that order for the line haul tractor unit. An MAN 32540 8x4 sleeper cab tractor unit was selected and affectionately named the Milkman. Being a complete new venture into line haul was an eye-opener, and costs had to be kept in check. The result was Euro-cool, and it really caught the eye. The Milkman has been front and centre of the daily Hope to Christchurch return for a touch over 3.5 years now, and has clocked up a touch over 1.1 million kilometres. So when it came time to replace the Milkman, it had to be something special. Enter the Northman. After the impressive run from the Milkman, it was an easy decision. An order was placed for an MAN 26.640, decked out in such a way that it would stand proudly in the lineup at the Belgium's Truck Show Cine or the Netherlands Truck Star Festival. This build truly takes Eurocool to the next level, including custom side skirts covering the tanks, exhaust and plumbing, giving a real sleek look while making daily cleaning a real breeze. And it was local Christchurch engineering maestros, Total Transport Repairs Custom Trucks division that worked their magic as well. Rigging the tractor with custom deck covers that are built in 3 separate sections, this allowing ease of access when servicing. They also fabricated a slick HTL monogrammed plug-and light panel behind the cab for the trailer communications, as well as extra LED work lamps to assist with the predominantly night shift workload. Working with Mike at TTR Custom Trucks was great, said Latham. The TTR team really understand custom bling for trucks and have the dedicated workshops to do it. The big MAN's lighting package is a real head turner as well when the sun goes down. This is the work of Ruben from Ignition Auto Electrical, and with Latham describing Ruben's work as fastidious and detail driven. Ruben has wired up all manner of Kessler light bars with Helle LED lighting throughout, as well as green LED glow strips that highlight the detail of the rig. On test, we rolled over the weighbridge, registering a GCM of just 35.5 tonnes. So this raised the big question, why 640 horsepower? Yes, I've copped a bit over that, laughed Latham. First of all, I wanted one, so that's just plain and simple. But no, for me it makes sense. And in the first 2 months of operation, it's already bearing fruit. The Milkman had enough grunt for the job, no question, but it still worked hard in places. We are cruisers behind the wheel, and I wanted this truck to return the same trip times whether we were light and early or heavy and late. Fair to say the 26.640 is not disappointing the team, with very consistent trip times being achieved. In their little depot, the Hartes are flanked by the Tasman's biggest metropolis, the citizens of which are still counting sheep. Some will wake and stagger to the fridge and find there's no milk, and they'll drag themselves down to the shop, and there it'll be sitting on the shelf. They neither know nor probably care that 10 hours ago it was sitting in a DC in Christchurch, but the Hartes and their team, they do. It's their job to ensure ignorance is bliss, and once again it looks like they've got just the right man for the job. To catch the full story and specs on Leatham and Kirsty Harte's new 26.640 MAN, the Northman, then catch a copy of the August 2022 issue of New Zealand Trucking Magazine, or visit us at nztrucking.co.nz by clicking the link below. Please remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons to see more fresh material like this as soon as it's published. Have a fantastic month out there, stay safe and avoid those potholes.